folks from Salem, folks that are watching online, kickoff week 14. Just think after, we're getting well into our year and into April now in chapter 3 of James. Again, I'd encourage you that if you've not read it, to hit pause and read it. It is a pretty short chapter, incredibly powerful chapter, especially in regards to treating others and the church. And it talks about taming the tongue and your words, and words can have an incredibly huge impact on life in general. And we see it all over in Proverbs. Proverbs 18:2 says, "A fool takes no pleasure in understanding, but only in expressing an opinion." A fool wants to express his opinion. Proverbs 11:9, "With the mouth, the godless man would destroy his neighbor." And we see in this passage that there will be accountability, and verses 1 and 2 deals with teachers, and the teachers will be judged greatly on their words. And then we see the impact such a small thing has. And it talks about having bits in a horse's mouth and a small rudder controlling an entire ship. And says, so is the tongue that can do great things. And a small forest is set ablaze by a small spark. And it goes on to say, no human can tame the tongue. There can only be God that is able to do that, and through seeking help. And from the same mouth comes blessing and cursing. I remember a friend of mine that if he would say a bad word, somebody would say, "And you kiss your mother with that mouth?" So yes, this concept of good and evil coming out of the tongue. And we see at the end that it can only be done. It's a matter of the heart. And the language in verses 13 through 18 is really heart language. It's jealousy, selfish ambition. Where that exists, there'll be disorder in every vile practice. Wisdom from above is pure, peaceable, gentle, harvest of righteousness. So our tongue can only be contained if we deal with our heart and ask for wisdom. So good reminders to us today that our heart matters. Our mouth, what flows comes from the wellspring of our heart. So to tame your tongue, you need to focus on your heart, and you need to ask for wisdom from God on what to say and what not to say. And I like to think we're all called, there's a verse about being slow to speak and quick to listen. So at times we need to just keep our mouth shut, and it's better to say nothing and let them speculate you're a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. So good words to live by, especially in relationships especially within the church, that once something is said, it cannot be taken back. So pray you have a great day. We'll see you on here tomorrow with James chapter 4, and may God bless you.